Some moments in life come like a storm, loud, violent, impossible to ignore. Others arrive quietly, like a knife slipped between your ribs when you least expect it. The day my wife confessed to her affair was both. We were in the kitchen, just an ordinary evening. I was chopping vegetables, and she was scrolling through her phone at the counter, sipping a glass of wine. The hum of the refrigerator, the faint sound of traffic outside. It was all so normal, until it wasn't. She didn't even look up when she said it. I cheated on you, with my boss. The words fell like broken glass across the tile floor. My knife paused mid-slice, my heart skipped, and for a moment, I thought I had misheard. I turned to her slowly. What did you just say? She finally looked at me then, her expression casual, almost bored. She shrugged. So what? It happened. Don't make it into a big deal. So what? Those two words slammed into me harder than the confession itself. Not just the betrayal of her body, but the betrayal of her indifference. No apology, no guilt, no hesitation. Just cold dismissal, as if the vows we made, the years we built, the sacrifices I gave meant nothing. 1,000 emotions rose in me. Rage, grief, humiliation, but they didn't explode. I didn't scream. I didn't throw the glass of wine against the wall or demand details. Instead, I felt an eerie calm settle over me, like a heavy snow muffling sound. I nodded once, quietly, and went back to chopping vegetables. Her eyes narrowed. She expected a reaction, an argument, a fight, a begging. She wanted me to rage so she could roll her eyes and say I was overreacting. But I gave her nothing. That night, I barely spoke. I went to bed early, staring at the ceiling, while she scrolled to her phone beside me, indifferent as ever, but silence doesn't mean surrender. The next morning, while she was at work, I went to the small safe in our closet. Inside was a manila folder I had been keeping for months. Not because I expected this moment, but because deep down I had seen the signs. Late nights at the office, sudden bursts of defensiveness when I asked simple questions. The way she started wearing perfume for meetings. My gut had whispered what my heart refused to believe. So I had quietly gathered evidence. Phone records, screenshots, a copy of a hotel receipt charged to our joint card. Even a photo someone had sent me of her at a bar, too close to a man I recognized from her company's holiday party. I had never confronted her before, because I wasn't ready to let go. But now, after a cold shrug and those two words, so what, I knew I had to. I placed the folder neatly on the kitchen table that evening before she came home. I didn't add a note, didn't scribble a single word of anger. Just a folder, plain and silent, waiting for her. When she walked in, she tossed her keys onto the counter and spotted it. What's this? She asked casually, flipping it open. Her face changed as she flipped through page after page. First confusion, then irritation, then a flicker of fear. She looked up at me, her voice sharp now. Where did you get this? I didn't answer. I just sat there, calm, watching her unravel. Her hands trembled slightly as she shuffled the papers. You've been spying on me? Collecting this? Still, I said nothing. That silence was louder than any scream could have been. Because for the first time, she realized she wasn't in control. She couldn't manipulate the narrative, couldn't dismiss it with a shrug, couldn't reduce my pain to so what. The evidence was undeniable, and my quiet presence made it clear. The game was over. Her voice cracked then, desperation slipping through the cracks of her arrogance. Wait, we can talk about this. It didn't mean anything. You don't understand. He pressured me. It just happened. But I had already heard the truth. So what? I stood, walked past her, and said only 4 words. I do understand. And then I left. The call started an hour later. First a text, please come back. Then another, we need to talk. By midnight, she was calling over and over, her voice breaking on the voicemails. The confidence, the arrogance, the indifference, it was gone. In its place was panic. But I didn't answer. Because the truth was, the marriage had ended the moment she said, so what? Not when she cheated, not when she lied, but when she revealed that my love, my loyalty, my trust, all meant nothing to her. That casual shrug was a final betrayal. In the days that followed, I filed for divorce. I didn't need revenge, didn't need to scream. or beg. My silence was louder than her excuses. My calm was stronger than her pleas. And my freedom was worth more than the years I wasted on someone who saw me as disposable. Betrayal is brutal, yes. But sometimes the quietest response is the most powerful. Because when she finally realized what she lost, it was already too late. And that was the only answer she deserved.